in youth sports, just to put it simply, beginning with and primarily keeping kids safe and making sure they stay in the game.
And what was the biggest marketing challenge? Like,
To have targeted conversations for the so disparate stakeholders. The stakeholders were so, starting with the mom, but then you go to the coach, then you go to the administrator, then you go to the highest levels of authority. There were just so many different stakeholders that required, that you shape the message, to their understanding, and to get their support.
and did WideNet help you with any kind of like any documents or website that kind of helped you achieve that, or?
It wouldn't have happened without WideNet, I can tell you, because I'd go over there and sit down and just conceptualize what I saw as what we needed to be. I'd leave them, and then I'd turn on, the result, and I was always stunned, quite honestly, how quickly, concept could be transformed into, a deliverable, digital deliverable, in a way that I felt like, could bring the message in the mainstream. Still had to create the targeting to some degree, but I understood they knew how to do that targeting too. So, starts with concept and a product or a message or service, and they were able to, to represent that on this little box we're looking at right here. I had experience. I had been coaching at Jacksonville State, and they just, I think WideNet was probably responsible for moving Jacksonville State forward digitally somewhere along the way.
We actually manage their website to this day, actually, yeah.
And I was connected there, through my coaching experience, and so I think it was just a natural extension of what my coaching experience had been, at that university. And, I think I just saw the name, made a phone call. And I think Mike's the first person I talked to. And Mike, he just, and I didn't have much resources. And he didn't, he embraced me like, well, we'll make the most of it. It wasn't just, show me your money, we'll tell you what we can do. I didn't get that feeling. It was, we're going to help you do it with what you got. I needed that.
Mm.
My next step was to go to the halls of the state legislature with some credibility around the word coach safely. Okay, and the only thing that was tangible was the website. That law is named Coach Safely. It's named Coach Safely in Louisiana. It's named Coach Safely in multiple states. And the branding process started with that tangible website that pretty much told every one of those legislators we asked to vote down there, here's what we are. Otherwise, it was just me walking up and down the hall with no lead behind other than that website, to be honest with you.
How many coaches do you think are teaching and have used or been shaped by the Coach Safely method, your program? Just thousands. It's got to be tens of thousands at this point, right?
It's approaching 100,000.
Wow, that's to me, that's the only one that counts right there.
That's outcomes, and you take 100,000 and say each one of them is coaching somewhere between 10 or 15 kids. Now what are you impacting?
Dude, that's huge. Millions.
That's that's the outcome.
Yeah,
How many kids are working with supervision that has been elevated through the knowledge of this course? If you treat them like family, they'll treat you like family. I tell you, if you don't go here, I don't know where you go. I mean, the scale of whatever you're trying to do. If it's make money, the scale of the money you want to make. If you want to have influence, the scale of what you're trying to influence. If you're trying to serve, the scale of who you're trying to serve. There's no other. I mean, if you're not doing it digitally, you're not scaling.